Yo, what's up guys? Alleging Tuna, and I'm back with another episode of Tuna's Tips, a video series where I show you the upcoming raid bosses in Pokemon Go and give you the best idea of counters to use to maximize your success. If that sounds like something you'd like to see more of, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss an episode. And speaking of episodes, this is going to be the final episode of Tuna's Tips for 2022. It's been a lot of fun making these raid guides for you guys, getting you into raids, hanging out, reading your comments. So yeah, let's head right over into it. We've got Kyurem, you guys. Kyurem is making his way back into raids Friday, December 23rd, 10 a.m. local time. Is going to be here all the way till the first of the year, January 1st at 10 a.m. Means there's going to be a raid hour on the 28th from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. Let's head over to Poke Battler so we can check out some of those counters that we might be using. Now, Kyurem is a dragon and ice type Pokemon. It means it's going to be weak to dragon, fairy, fighting, rock, and steel. 5 things, you guys. It's weak to 5 things. Has a maximum CP of 2042 when it is not weather boosted, and 2553 when it is weather boosted, and it'll be weather boosted in windy and snowy conditions. All right, your top counters, we're going to go over the shadow and mega versions first, then we'll look at non-shadow, non-megas, because not everybody might have access to those. So your top counter, Shadow Metagross. Shadow Metagross does a lot of damage, especially if it has Meteor Mash. That is an elite TM move, so make sure if you're bringing a Shadow Metagross that it has Meteor Mash. Metagross is followed by Terrakion, which was just in raids, right? We had that just before Cobalion, so if you had some Terrakions, maybe got some good ones, you powered them up, make sure it's got Double Kick and Sacred Sword. Mega Blaziken is going to be your highest mega choice. I need to look over other megas first. So Mega Blaziken is the top damaging mega, with counter and focus blast being a fighting type, right? Fighting type mega. So you have Blaziken, then you have the Latios and Latias as dragon type counter megas. Mega Alakazam is up there as a mega choice, but don't bring Alakazam. Nobody's going to be using psychic types unless you're using recommended, and even then I don't even know if recommended is going to be bringing psychic types. So Mega Alakazam, it does a lot of damage by itself, but it's not going to be buffing any of your friends, and that's what you bring those megas for, right? To bring extra damage for your teammates that are in the raid with you. So skip Mega Alakazam. Mega Aerodactyl makes an appearance on that list as well, does quite a bit of damage, boosts rock type moves, but Kyurem has like Blizzard. I think Kyurem's packing Blizzard, so you might want to leave your Aerodactyls in the Pokebox, bring a different mega choice, because Blizzard is going to certainly one-shot you if you are unlucky enough to get hit by it. Mega Lopunny, if you don't have like a Mega Blaziken to use, Mega Lopunny is a fighting type mega, which will boost that damage. Make sure it's got Double Kick and Focus Blast on it if you do bring it. You could also bring Mega Aggron or Mega Scizor. Those are steel type megas, so they're going to be boosting damage on that Metagross. If you have a lot of people using Metagross in your groups, Aggron and Scizor will probably be really, really good choices. You can also bring Mega Gyarados or Charizard with dragon moves. That's going to cover your megas, your shadows that you can use. Like we touched a lot on Metagross already. Shadow Machamp doing a lot of damage up there too. Less than Terrakion, but if you have Shadow Machamps powered up, you might as well use them. Make sure it's got counter and dynamic punch on that. Other shadows, Shadow Hariyama as a fighting choice with counter and dynamic punch. Yeah, Hariyama. You can bring Gardevoir with as a fairy type damage user. Charm and Dazzling Gleam. There isn't a mega that you're going to be getting any bonuses from, so maybe not so much on the Gardevoir, but if it's what you got, it's what you've got, right? Shadow T-Tar is a rock type Pokemon. You could bring Shadow T-Tar. Make sure it's got Smackdown and Stone Edge on it. Again, careful with those blizzards. Careful with Blizzard, because T-Tar will probably get one shot and it's Shadow, right? Shadow Dragonite, again, dodge the blizzards. Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw. Shadow Latias is up there. You also have Salamence, lots of dragon types. Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage, you guys. And then Shadow Mewtwo is even up there with Psycho Cut and Psystrike. Just neutral damage. Coming in at rank 24. Shadow Aggron was up there as well. Shadow Scizor with steel type moves. Bullet Punch and Iron Head. That's going to cover our megas and shadows. Let's look at the non-shadow, non-mega choices. And you guessed it, up at the top there, non-shadow, non-mega, you've got Terrakion coming in at first with Double Kick and Sacred Sword. Pretty good fighting type counter to use. If you manage to pick up the ticket to get yourself a Keldeo, if you powered up to 40, will be your second most damage dealing Pokemon that is non-shadow and non-mega. Make sure it's got low kick and sacred sword on it as well. Lucario's up there at number 3. Look, all 3 of those, the top 3 are fighting, so you might want to make a fighting team based around like a Mega Blaziken, or depending on what Pokemon are available to you. That's just an idea, okay? Lucario with counter and Aura Sphere. Metagross non-shadow with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash is a elite TM move, so make sure if it bring your Metagross, make sure it's got Meteor Mash on it. Same with Terrakion. Sacred Sword is an elite TM move as well. Conkeldurr with counter and Dynamic Punch makes an appearance up there, followed by Dialga with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor as a dragon type counter, right? Dragon. Then you've got Rhyperior with rock moves, Smackdown and Rock Wrecker. Rock Wrecker is an elite TM move as well. Machamp is up there, followed by Zekrom with Dragon Breath and Outrage. You have Rampardos, Zacian Hero, Haxorus with dragon moves, right? Then you have all your different flavors of Genesect, but make sure you don't roll your Technoblast off of Genesect. If Genesect is your best counter that you can use, just put a second move on it, or it may already have Magnet Bomb. It won't have a one of those Technoblasts on it, so don't roll your Technoblast off of your Genesect if you're going to use that. Save that, because that's a move that you won't be able to get back. Excadrill with Metal Claw and Iron Head is up there as a steel type. Gigalith is a rock type with Smackdown in the Community Day move Meteor Beam, elite TM for Meteor Beam if you don't have that. Hariyama with counter and Dynamic Punch. Gardevoir up there with fairy moves. Virizion with fighting, double kick and Sacred Sword, followed by Cobalion. Those were both recently in raids too, so if you have them and they're powered up, use them, right? Buzzwole with fighting moves, counter and superpower. Nice. Xurkitree is up there too. Latios, Rayquaza, Glass Cannon Rayquaza coming up there is 27. Galarian Zapdos, but nobody has that. T-Tar and Palkia, that covers those. And then one bonus thing we'll throw in here is that Kyurem, after getting the move Glaciate added to it, which will be in raids, Glaciate is a new move being added to Kyurem, puts it up at rank 4 in your Master League rankings, according to PV Poke. So, you know, sometimes you get Pokemon that have really bad movesets, and they are not really that good. Well, Kyurem ends up getting Glaciate, which is pretty sweet. Makes it pretty strong. If you guys want to see the team that I'm going to be using, I've got it up there on the screen. And if you've never made a team in Pokemon Go for battling, and for like preset for raids, click on your Pokeball at the bottom of the screen, click on the top right at Battle, go all the way to the very top up to Party, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you can see the team that I have made. It's just called New Party. I should have named that Kyurem, but it's got Mega Blaziken out in front. That Blaziken has counter and Focus Blast. I've got a couple Terrakions there, both with double kick and Sacred Sword. One of those, that Machamp is a Shadow Machamp with counter and Dynamic Punch. Those other two Machamp that are there are just powered up. One of them's, neither of my, I don't know where my 50 Machamp is, but I need to get that on the team there. But both of those also have counter and Dynamic Punch. I'm going to be bringing a lot of fighting types to fight against Kyurem in those raids. Honorable mentions going to Metagross without Fire Fang and Overheat. That Metagross should actually have Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash over there. The Lucario, counter and Aura Sphere, and then also Zekrom with Dragon Breath and Outrage. Yeah, no Fire Fang Overheat on your Metagross, okay? That is wrong on the side of the screen over there. Remember, Meteor Mash and Bullet Punch, okay, you guys? That's gonna cover everything that we have here today. If you guys want to come by and raid these with us over on Twitch, I'm live 7 days a week. Twitch TV/Alleging Tuna. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for joining for another episode of Tuna's Tips and all of the episodes of Tuna's Tips before that. It's been a lot of fun making them. I can't wait to make more of them later on moving forward. But stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.